Hey guys, welcome to video number 5, our final video. We're super excited to get started and start talking about how important it is for you to start taking action. A quote that I love is that knowledge does not apply itself, you must make the application. And so our intention for this was to, fill your mind with different ideas on how you can get started. But now it's time to get to that part of taking action to start making that your reality.
So how would you suggest that we actually go ahead and, get started in taking action? Like, what's been your experience there from anything that you started?
For me, it was really dedicating time to work on a specific thing. So maybe on your calendar, if you have a podcast, you want to say, okay, I'm going to get a podcast out. I'm going to start recording every Wednesday. I'm going to start working on an article every Thursday. I'm going to go hop in a Facebook group for an hour on Fridays and just show, just see what people are up to.
Even if it's for 10 minutes.
Right.
Just starting off.
Right. Just taking, small steps can lead to bigger things. And it also, I think, builds up your confidence knowing that, wow, I can do this. And then eventually it's going to grow and you can start doing more at a time.
And I think a lot of the times there's something called analysis paralysis, where we want to learn all the information, we want to become an expert, but it's really important to practice just-in-time learning. So learning just enough to help you get to that next step, rather than trying to absorb all of this information, because there is so much information out there. It can be extremely overwhelming. And a lot of the times, some of the additional information that's out there, you don't need to know right now. It's not relative to you. So what are the things that you need to identify that you can start working on right now, putting that into your planner or calendar, and then from there, okay, these are the next things that I'd like to learn, that I need to figure out in order to keep growing.
Right. So along with creating content or whatever it may be, a landing page for your website, it's also important, as you said, excuse me, to keep learning. So that's another way to take action, is to join a course, read different books, watch different YouTube videos that can give you different ideas on how to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. But while you're learning that, it's important to also keep taking action. Don't just sit on it. You can read a bunch of books and have all this knowledge, but if you don't take action on it, then it's just hanging out in your mind.
Right. And then I think another piece to that is just continuously going and getting feedback and making tweaks on how you can make whatever it is that you're working on better. And also give yourself that grace. It's not going to be perfect at first. We're all just trying to figure out what's working and what's not working. So be patient with yourself in the sense, yes, there's going to be learning curves. Yes, there's going to be things that you have to figure out. You're probably going to make some mistakes along the way, and that's okay. That's actually going to help you in the long run, but just keep pushing forward. And it's okay to get in there. And I've mentioned this in other videos, but it's okay to get in there and get messy. But really trying and figuring out what's going to work. If you really like being on Facebook Live or Instagram Live, you have one that's more preferable than the other, then start using that. If you are working full time, try to see if there's time that you could set aside each week. Maybe if that's once or twice a week for an hour, if you can, and really start to brainstorm what are the things that I can work on this week and the next week, and start to get intentional. So by the time you get to 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, you've kind of put together a list of goals and milestones that you want to reach towards, and continue to cross those off so you can start reaching more of those goals that you're hoping to get to. So being consistent is going to be a really huge component of the success of whatever business it is that you're working on, because it's not always going to be easy. And I think that's what separates a lot of people. It's not about how smart you are. It's not about how hardworking you are. I mean, it certainly is to an extent, but I think the people that are able to be successful are the ones that are able to push through. And when the going gets tough, they're still in it, even if they know that maybe it's not the best day or they're not providing the best service just because of whatever is going on, but they keep trying and they keep moving forward. But what would you say if you're feeling really stuck and unsure how to move forward?
I would say to realign with your why and your deeper reason as to why you are doing whatever it is that you're doing, and to remember that people need whatever it is that you have to offer. People need that, and so you don't want to do yourself a disservice by holding it back, and also you don't want to do a disservice to other people who need whatever it is you're supposed to be putting out there. So that's one thing that helps me, is to think like that.
And having that accountability, if you need it, is going to be really important as well. If you don't feel that you can hold yourself accountable, is there somebody else that you know that can help you stay accountable, whether that's a family member, a close friend, your partner, a mentor, which I think is a really healthy way, whether that's a mentor or a coach, to just hold you accountable and help you continue to complete actionable steps that you can move forward with.
Right, I definitely agree. And going back to like persevering in hard times, I like to look at life as like the lifeline, where if we're alive, it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, right? And so you have to take those dips and hard times that you're gonna hit, just as part of life, and you got to roll with it and know that you can only go up from there.
Connecting with other people that are in a similar space is another really great way that you can start to take action. So for example, if you're in blogging, go ahead and find other bloggers that are writing about a similar niche and start to comment and engage with their content. And then eventually you're going to build a relationship with them, and you guys are going to be able to share each other's content with one another and build relationships. I think that's really important. Right. It's like networking, right? Like if you have an area of expertise that you're really strong in and someone else has another area of expertise that they're really strong in, or you're in a similar niche, you guys can then collaborate together, and that's going to help you in so many ways, not only with building your brand but also growing your following from the other person's group of followers that they have.
Right. I think being able to connect with other people in your niche is super important. Like she said, to be able to collaborate, share different ideas,
YouTube, whatever it may be,
learn new ways, or maybe get inspiration from one another.
Exactly.
It is super helpful.
So that pretty much sums up our 5 video series. I hope you enjoyed this. And again, if you do have any other questions down below on how you can actually get started to take action, please let us know, because we genuinely do want to help you, and we tried to really focus on topics that we really thought were the key areas to help you be successful in getting started. So first video, again, was figuring out how you can discover what your superpower is. Second video was all about figuring out who your audience is. From there, video 3 was all about developing a storefront so that your audience can go and check out what it is that you do. Video number 4 was all about how you can make connections with your audience once you've built your storefront. And then video number 5 is really all about just taking action.
So we hope that this series has been helpful for you. We've really enjoyed being able to put our minds together here and create this for you, in hopes that you can go out there now and take action and share with the world what you're working on. And we would also love to know what you're working on, so please leave a comment and share it with us so we can check it out down below.
Yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, major props to you for showing up, because we know that it's not always easy to make the time and dedication to really learn what you need to do, and it can be overwhelming. We get that. So if you have any other comments, feel free to leave those down below. And if you like this video, don't forget to give this a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification so you continue to get updated when I post a new video every single Wednesday. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, guys.
We'll talk to you soon. Bye.